Greetings, everyone. Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. This is Italy's 1 year. Blessed to everybody. Happy Friday again. Happy weekend to everybody again. Truly appreciate you taking the time to be here as we chat a little bit, as we delve into the issues of the mind, heart, body, and soul, and of the day. Honestly, I am happy to be alive today, a Friday. New month, happy new month to everybody also. As we head into the fourth quarter with Italist One podcast. As we end the year, are we pushing to end the year? We're giving thanks. And we appreciate everybody who subscribe, who follow on YouTube, on X, on Twitter, on Instagram, on all the platform them, right? Because we just love on them. I mean, really appreciate it, And I'm praying for you that your channels will grow beyond measure and expand beyond border. Yeah, that is the prayer for the month, to grow beyond measure and expand beyond border. Yeah, because we all need a little expansion and we always need prayer. In this time, seriously, condolences to the families out there in Georgia who had the mass shooting, and condolences to the families who receive this untoward, tragic, untimely, tragic at the beginning of the school year. It is really something that really make you want to think, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody look forward to school year and new school days and things like that. And nobody want to hear this, especially when school just start, It's a double-edged sword. It's bittersweet because we all know what transpires in schools, yeah? We all know what transpires, but to the young people, take it one day at a time, right? And to the adults, your mission, your goal is to guide. As well, to the parents, your mission and your goal is to raise up the children in the way that they should go. Don't really want to talk about this too much because some people may misunderstand what I'm saying. But you that do understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean. All right, so my condolences to the last loved ones, and rough. School should be a safe space, yeah, and I believe America has a lot of sitting down at the table to do and face the music on every level, right? At every level. So that is it. Moving on. No beginnings, A lot of us are doing new things. Lady I saw yesterday, because yesterday was supposed to be the first day of school. So the school bus driver them don't work unless there's school to go to pick up the children them. And I saw a lady yesterday. She literally stopped on the bridge. And I was, shocked. I had to go up to her and ask her what going, because I see some heads are move around in the back, so I see some children. But I asked her what going. Yeah, right. She said, I'm okay, but I'm having a panic attack. She afraid of water. She afraid to go over the bridge. A big bridge, But people go across it daily and things like that. But the problem with the bridges, there's a low part and then there's a high part and then it go back low again when it touch the ground. So she stopped at the bottom of the bridge and nearly caused an accident, and the car them have to go around there and thing like that. I said, baby, you can't stop here, but just take your time, put on your hazard and go across the bridge. You can't go back. You only can go forward. My God. And sure enough, the woman have to go forward whether she want to do it or not, whether she had a hard time or not. She have to go forward. All them have the little helper in the bus will help, with the children and stuff. Man at the children while the driver drive. All she do, she sit down in the back. You couldn't tell her nothing. And me couldn't really tell her nothing. And she couldn't do anything. If the bus did brought down, that's a different story. But you can't tell the supervisor say you have a panic attack because you go over the bridge. You have to cross the bridge and same as with anything in life. Once you put your hand to the wheel, you better follow through. Right till the wheel them drop off. But as long as the wheel is still in your hand, you follow through and trust God say you're going to reach your destination and your situation. So it was so amazing that that situation did happen. And me just look upon it and me say, I one of the easiest little job them in the world. Just drive a bus. But reality is there's a lot of people who don't like drive. They like to get driven, right? And tell people where to turn, where to go, how to do things, and XYZ. What them not like drive themselves. They won't move the car from A to Z, right? Or A to B. They won't move the car or they won't put their hand on the wheel, won't learn to drive, they won't fly a plane, they don't even like ride escalator. As me remember, my grandmother, she never even as she ride upon escalator, her leg them start wobble like she a go faint. Yeah. When she fly upon plane, she hold on upon you, like squeeze her hand like she in a labor. Yeah, people have a lot of fear in this life, bro. A lot of fear. And if anything me that go talk about this man, you say fear. Then I was saying false appearances, false evidence appearing real. That is the abbreviation for fear. False evidence appearing to be real. Right? And people fear so much. Big people fear little cockroach, little rat. Big people afraid of the dark. Can't sleep in the dark. Pitch night. All when the sun a shine, the moon a shine. Them afraid of dark. People afraid of camera. People afraid of them shadow. People afraid of lightning and thunder. How much fear can one person have in a life? They're afraid to speak when they need to speak. Yeah? because they don't want to ruffle the waters. Yeah? People afraid of being discriminated against and bullied. People afraid of many things. Disciplining them child, them afraid. I was telling someone, I said, listen, it better you sacrifice now and deal with the hardships now than you have to deal with the hardships later when you should be taking it easy. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of setback. You're afraid of the word no. You're afraid of being rejected. You're afraid of crossing the bridge, even though you're licensed and you're qualified. What are you afraid of? You see me? Well, I don't fear nothing. As one dread said, I don't fear nothing. If it's water, me must swim. Me nah go drown. Right? If it is plane, I must fly. I'm not gonna crash. Yeah? And if it is a bridge, I must cross it and reach to the destination of the other side. People fear things too much. And me not excludes myself either. There was a time I used to fear a lot, you know. You know, not to the extent where, but because, you know, life is precious. Like nothing sweeter than life itself. You know what I mean? Life is so precious. Look like we are gonna get an early winter. The duck them already are fly south. Anyway, sorry for that English. I just see a squad of duck a fly. Or geese, right? Them if you say geese, them a fly. Anyway, what I was saying is you know, the reality of the situation is that yeah, people fear, man, fear every little thing. Them afraid to ask question because they don't want people to reject them and say, oh, they don't want this and that. Listen, some doors are opened and some doors are kicked down. True. Some doors are opened and some doors are kicked down. The proper way is to open doors though, not to kick. But there comes a time when you have to kick doors sometime. Because people know what button to push. You know what I'm saying? They love to instill fear, and fear come from the devil, you know. They love to instill fear in others. Now, you can always, there's different type of fear. You know what I mean? There's fear for your life, that you're in danger because somebody threatening you. And then there's fear where you know you should confront a situation and you feel like you're inadequate to confront it. Let me tell you something. God then said God don't give us more than we can bear. And there's also the fear of God, right? You where we have to keep reverence to God. You know, say he's a child of God, you don't do certain thing, you don't act certain way because it disrespectful to God and it also disrespectful to yourself, right? You're messing with the order. So there's a right type of fear and then there's a wrong type of fear. You know what I mean? But like me say, sometimes the fear that we experience is the wrong type of fear. You know? And if you live America, you know when me attack. You understand? Or wherever you come from in the world because you have different classes of people and some classes fear other classes because them feel like them better than other classes and you know what I'm saying? Different groups of people, different nationality, fear other different nationality. Honestly speaking, I know why them behave that way. Is there a reason for them to behave that way? No, there is no really reason other than some selfishness where them a try to hold on to, some pride them a try to hold on to. That is another story. But you know fi fear nothing. Honest to God. Even the bad dog. You know, and how me come to that conclusion? Because you know I used to, you know me read my Bible, you know. And I believe it is the full truth. The full truth. You understand? The Bible don't lie. Down to the little mengy dog, me can't fear the mengy dog. Me know dog will do damage, but me can't fear the mengy dog. Me can't fear the snake. And even in the ocean, which me not have no desire for really go in the ocean, me no fear the big whale nor the shark. Because them is flesh. Them is created by God. Them is flesh. So why would I fear even a man? Scripture talk about you can kill the body but you can't kill the soul. I'm used to wonder sometime, in me full knowledge of being a person of flesh and bone. You know me used to try to understand that statement. You can kill the body but you can't kill the soul. And that's true because man of flesh. You understand? Man of flesh and bone and blood. And life sweet, you know. Especially for young people, life sweet. You know what I mean? When you're young, life sweet. And even when you grow old, life sweet too. Because you get to see things as it evolve. But when I was young, I mean I try to live little life and enjoy life and hold on to reach them age when I reach, you know. Fear had me in a way where I can't really put it in words, but me just know say me want to reach all. You understand? So now me reach all, me kinda alright still. But then me want to reach the all now, right? So me not have no fear still. Me not have no fear. But me remember when I was a young youth, me kinda have a little fear. And it was fear because me have to defend myself. You see me? Me have to defend what was, I believe, mine. And what I believe as my territory and when me feel comfortable. Me couldn't make people come and violate my little space. Whether it was big people or small people. The only person that could violate my space was my parents. But not even cousin could have come violate my little space. Right? And not even stranger out the road. Me don't care. They could not violate my space. But I took that very serious. As long as me know some my parents them was around, I could take that so seriously. And now it came to the point where we have to make some journeys now, right? And I was getting a little bigger and I had to make journey, go here, go there, away from my safe space. Yeah? And me have to maneuver, can't go this place, can't go that place, right? Me have to time and all type of thing. And then I came to the realization, say me the kind of fearful. I mean look into it. Because now you see a lot of things was going on in those times where, you know, leaders were being eliminated. And then we heard about past leaders, you know, and all the history of our people in those past times. And it really, you know, I had to wonder what moved them, because what give them the boldness and the courage to not fear death. All when them had children and family members, a wife, you know, and extended family members and things like that. But yet then spoke up, you know, what caused them not to fear. And I come to the realization sometime as we know it, death is always before us, but you have to look it in the eye. You have to look it in the eye. Because God give us a role and a destiny. You understand? And I always used to remember when people wanted to, you know, commit acts of injustice to God's people. And all them try when God step in, you know, and put a hedge around them. And he never do all the work because they, you know, you have some people where not have common sense and you have people who have common sense. And the people them who have common sense usually the one that will survive. Because God put a edge around them and cause them to acknowledge him. That is God fear. Acknowledge that he is in charge. And the devil can't do nothing without his approval. So me get wise to God. Yeah. And me start fear God. Most of the time when thing happen to me, I when me stop fear God. When me stop depending on him. Right? There's another scripture where say, lean not to your own understanding. When me just stop leaning towards God and me lean to my understanding, that's when problem arise. So let me finish the scripture. Lean not unto your own understanding, but in every way trust in him. If I'm not right, just drop it in the comments. But I believe that is how the scripture go. Lean not unto your own understanding, but in every way trust in God. Yeah.